Can you tell if someone's a criminal?
You know what's so funny about this? Everybody's a criminal. Like you'll commit a crime. You know,
I
you
have, technically.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
We
yeah.
just talked about it.
I actually was in a program called RDAP, alcohol kind of a recovery program in prison. The psychologist that ran the thing was going around talking to everybody and talking about getting out of prison, that sort of thing. When I had talked about my getting out program, like, well, what I was planning on, I said, I'm going to do this for about a year, this for about a year, I'll give it about a year. And they were like, well, what happens after a year? And I said, if like in a year, I'm living in the spare room and I'm riding a bus and I can't pay my bills. And she goes, yeah, what happens then? I go, I'm going to commit a massive, massive fraud and I'm going to leave the United States because that's where I up last time. And she went, committing a crime should never be an option. I go, well, anybody will commit a crime under the right circumstances. She goes, oh, that's not true. I said, really? Really? I said, let me give you a scenario, Doc. You got 2 kids. I know she had 2 kids.
Yeah.
I said, you got 2 kids. Let's say you're married, you're a psychologist, you work for the government, and suddenly there's a recession and you lose your job and you find out that your husband is having an affair and he leaves you and stops paying child support and you lose your house. By the way, I knew through the back door some of that was true. I said, you're struggling and you no longer have a job and people don't have disposable income to worry about their feelings. And you're living in your car with your 2 kids and you're sleeping in a grocery store parking lot and they happen to put the bread 4 feet inside of the door. And you know, if I walk by there and I snag a loaf of bread, my kids live for another week. Anybody under the right circumstance will commit a crime. The difference is my threshold's just a little bit lower than yours. That's all. Anybody would do it.
I'd get that bread.